Good morning. It's Tuesday. Tuesday, January 17th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Xingyi. We have the foundations for Xingyi practice that I'm covering today and again tomorrow. Excuse me. And we'll work on for the next few weeks. Just a few. I'm going to cover some foundation sets. We just did Tai Chi last week. We're going to work on Xingyi this week, Bagua next week. Work on Wudang's 3 basic methods the following week, or the next in the series. And we'll pay attention to some of the fundamentals for sword as well as for some of just the very basic kinds of things that we would do in training. Let's get started. That's my opportunity to check the system over here as well as to put my cup down. All right. Feet about shoulder width apart, basic stretch. Bend the knees. Open the shoulders. Open the arms. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Pull up through the crown of the head, hands circle to the front, back around to both sides, up along the center line. And reach out. Roll up through the spine. And again. And no, I'm not moving slowly this morning. And one more time. Fingertips reach up, elbows drop down. Hands return to your sides. Right leg front, left leg back. And we can go just a little bit wider this morning. Knee stays over the toes, it does not go past the toes. Open through the hip to sink lower. Right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, keep going. All right, and come on up. Other side. Now open it up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink more. And come on up. Alright. Paying attention to the legs today, we have a couple things that we're going to work on. I introduced the basic stepping method and the basic hand method for Xingyi yesterday. Here's my hand. This fist, not this one. Okay? This one? No. This one. And it's not stick your finger out. It's the way that the hand curves. Right? There's a curve along this line. That is the same as a conch shell. This curve right there. All right. Now, again, let me stress, this is not stick your finger out. No. It's the shape of the fist. And it carries through the angle in the wrist so that as you extend, you have a straight line here. Right? No? Yes. All right? Paying attention to these small details, really, does matter. Years ago, my teacher, my Xingyi teacher is Liu Zhang, was in the U.S., was teaching. A gentleman came to study with him. And his Xingyi was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It was, I talked about this yesterday with the idea that as we step, we go straight through. We don't do that. There's no up and down. We don't do that. He did. His placement, and this is one of the reasons that I'm stressing the angles and the direction in the lines right now, because they are so fundamental. His placement was here. This is going this way, and this is going this way. And I'm exaggerating that. He had strength, he had practice quite a bit. But he was going in different directions. Xingyi takes aim and goes. It doesn't, I'm not going this, I'm going this way, I'm going this way. No. I'm going to generate that energy, and I'm going with it. It's not, poof. It's not. That I can do this in Bagua. I could. And there would be much more energy in the back of my hand as I opened it. Alright? Yeah. From Palm Change 7 in Bagua. Alright, so Xingyi class is not Bagua class. Bagua class is not Xingyi class. That sense that I'm going to move in multiple directions at the same time, Xingyi tends to not do that. If we pay attention to how we move, we pay attention to the dynamic in the movement. If I think in terms of what I've practiced for 30 years, Tai Chi's 40, Xingyi's 30. I did learn a little bit different. Okay, so 35? Yeah, probably closer to 35. 95. Yeah, started in 95. I'd already been studying with Professor Liu for 5 years at that time. And he was here, and we started working on Xingyi. He started teaching me Xingyi. So, yeah. Alright, so, and this history makes a difference too. It does. There are things that we used to do. I used to do. People I trained with used to do. And still do. And that sense of how we got here, what did we go through, what did we do to get here? That's both the physical part as well as a cultural, as well as a personal development path, right? Everybody has a little bit different path. Everybody's going to learn a little bit differently. Everybody's going to take just a little bit different way to get to where we need to go. Right? If we're learning Tai Chi, we're going to learn one thing. If we're learning Xingyi, we're going to learn something else. If we're learning about whatever that happens to be. And as we bring those arts together in one person, right? We develop a sense of distinction in the sense of being able to distinguish this art from this art. What am I doing over here? What am I doing over here? We gain that skill as we learn more. And if we don't pay attention to the distinctions, then we get mush. And I can tell you that I have seen mush. No. I tend to prefer something that is clearly this particular thing, whatever that might be. This is clearly Shaolin. This is clearly Wudang. This is clearly Goju. This is clearly Shotokan. This is clearly whatever it is. This is monkey. It doesn't look like rabbit. It looks like monkey. This is, right? This is eagle. It doesn't look like a duck. It looks like an eagle. All right? Those distinctions and how we develop the skill to do those movements. That's part of what I'm doing here, at least for Xingyi and for some of what I can do. I never did practice monkey form. Never did. I know two people who did, and one person who's excellent at it. But I didn't do it. I know people practiced eagle. I know a couple people who are extremely good at eagle. I didn't do it. What do you mean? I know it. I know what it looks like. And that part of, I know what it, and I'm going to take that back. I know what it looks like. I know what it should look like. And that's part of what I'm doing here, is there's always something that is going to be presented that says, this is what it should be. That's what it should be. Yeah. And I'm right here and I'm doing that. Why? Why should it be this way? Why shouldn't it be the other way? What is the principle behind the form that we use to evaluate what we're doing that will tell us from within the form itself, not from me, what does the form tell us? It's there. What are the principles that underlie Xingyi practice? Prompt, sudden, direct, unyielding, unwavering. We're going. I mean, that's the last one, we're going, is my colloquial expression of, there we go. That pull back and release. As we do that, we collect the internal energy, we collect the internal breath, we collect the physical body, we collect the strength in the body, and then we send it out. There's a part of being able to build that strength. There's a part of being able to use it. Okay? And that sense of strength, I want to qualify that for a second, is physical strength, but it's also that combination of internal strength and dynamic in the movement. My physical body is not that strong. I go up against a 300-pound male and I'm not going to win. I'm not. It's not going to happen. There may be, there may be a couple of things that I could do that would cause that person to make some mistakes, which I could take advantage of. Okay? Maybe. Depends. A lot depends on circumstance. So, I'm not going to rely on my physical strength only. I can't. It ain't there. All right, and no matter how many weights I lift, no matter how many workouts I do, no matter how much I try and build that strength up, I am still never going to be strong enough to match strength with a 300-pound male. A 200-pound male, it's iffy, but maybe. All right, maybe. It's iffy. What am I going to do? I need to focus on where I have an advantage, where I can bring that physical strength together with my internal workmanship to do something. And again, that idea is I want to encourage the other person to make a mistake. All right, back to Xingyi. Hang on. Let me check something here. Okay. System has been working good. There have been some issues from time to time. All right. In Xingyi, we have, and I beat up on the idea of directness. Sign people. Yeah, set, be there. Pull in, step, P1. Turn around, P1 again. What did I do? Split, split, push, separate. And last part is real small there, but it's there. Okay. Each part of that movement should be distinct. It should be clear. It shouldn't be mush. It shouldn't be something like that. That's pretty exaggerated, right? Here. Just the hands. My nose level. Just a little, okay? That understanding of what's going on underneath the movement. And again, let me do this. No. 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 Mm-mm. No. No. Yes. You can see the difference. I hope you can see the difference. I'm pretty sure you can see the difference. Even on video, you can see the difference. All right, that sense of connection, that sense of purpose and placement, and I know what this is doing. I know where I'm going with this. Has bearing on everything we do, and particularly in Xingyi, because I showed this a little bit yesterday, that prompt and sudden, I'm going, I'm here. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I haven't decided yet. I'm going to pull in. I still haven't decided yet. I've decided. Pouchon, this side. All right. Once I make that decision, what am I doing? I need to know what the step is. I need to know what my hands are doing. I need to know what my body's supposed to do. I need to know what my energy's supposed to do, and I need to know where the direction is. All right. This is center and straight. Little bit, just a little bit of a turn to the body. This arm turns as it comes up. It's not here, it's here. Right? 3 guesses what this is doing. I'm sorry, but that it is just that simplicity and clarity that I see in Xingyi's movements is something that I find refreshing and very effective. Really, very effective. The stepping method, I talked about this, and we're going to do one more. There's a reason I'm going to go here, right? Stepping method. Front foot step, back foot close. Front foot step, back foot close. This step, step, close. Step, step, close. This method gives us a type of stability, as well as when we close that back foot to send out whatever, that was Bung Chuan, by the way, to send out whatever we're doing. So as we close that foot, right, we have that additional energy. The fist goes with the front foot. Always with the front foot. Again, one of those little things that is essential and difficult to master. Hang on one second. Sorry about that. I had to go check on something. There is nothing. So this is a good thing. As we're practicing, I'm back to Xingyi again. All right? I'm here. Santibo. That. I'm here. That's it. I'm done. There's no just this, fix that. It's there. That skill, again, practice. The more we just stand here, right? Both palms press out. Lower Tantien, middle Tantien. Right here, middle Tantien, lower Tantien. First finger pull back just a little tiny bit. Everything on the line with the nose. Body is slightly, just very slightly at an angle, right? So not exactly directly straight, just slightly. And then turn. Stay there. Don't move. Breathe. Check your weight. Yeah, keep the weight in the back of the leg. In the back of the leg. If you try and keep the weight in the front of the leg, you won't be able to stay. Weight has to shift to the back of the leg through the hip. And come on up. All right. Your back leg should be telling you something. Okay, stop now. Should. That skill is from posting, standing there. Just stand there. The goal may be, give or take, 2 minutes. It's a long time. As we develop that skill to just stand there, we also gain the ability to set into that posture. All right? There's more to it. There's quite a bit more to it, but I'm going to stop with that. Okay, so Santi Bull, P-Tron, P-Tron, turn around, P-Tron again. All right? I should talk about the footwork for that. As we turn, this foot turns in, set, step, step, close. All right? Very straightforward, same as what we do if we keep going straight. Right? That step, step, close. We just have to turn around before we go. Turn on the heel. So, set the heel, turn the toe. Right? Don't set the toe and turn the heel out. Different move. That's a different move, right? Turn the toe, pull it in, and turn around and get ready to go. In each of the 5 basic fist forms, we have a little bit different turn. Partly because, well, we're different forms, right? In P-Tron, it's simple. Turn around, go. In Pao-Tron and Hung-Tron, Pao-Tron, step up, Pao-Tron again. Close, turn the toes, step out. All right? That same angular method, because Pao-Tron and Hung-Tron both go on the angle. They don't go on the straight line. So you need the straight line, you go this angle, this angle. That turn is very much the same. The footwork is the same. What we have is a difference in the angle and direction and what we're doing with the punch, because Pao-Tron has a different character than Hung-Tron does. That distinction makes a difference, and how we manage that distinction in our stepping method makes a difference. Bone-Tron and Dron-Tron have a different turn. Dron-Tron, drill, pull in, and drill. And I'm going to step up and turn around and come up on the other side and not hit the wall. Okay? Go this way. On the right, this hand comes to the lower dantian. This hand comes out as I come up. This is the same. And not too much with the finger. Okay, if your hand's not quite closed, yeah, okay, fine. You don't want to strike anything with your hand not quite closed. You don't. You want that closed. You do. You absolutely want that closed. Palm change 3. I started to say palm change 3. It's not palm change 3. Bagua has palm changes. Fist form 3. Bone-Tron. Yeah, that one's different too. As we turn around, close. This comes over. This one comes from underneath. Fist and foot go together. And don't fall over. The hands split. Dragon step. As in fire-breathing dragon, not drag your foot step. Dragon step. Okay? In our Wudang's 3 basic methods. We have Xingyi. Xingyi. Keep going. It's not as easy as it might seem. A lot of effort, a lot of energy goes with that. Same for Shipamu, the coiling snake step, and the creeping snake step. All of these, right? That's why they're basic methods. In Xingyi, Bang Chuan, step again, Bang Chuan, step again, right fist, and come back with the elbow. Turn the foot, fist down, right fist, right foot, out, left fist comes up and over, set. I would have better balance on that side. Okay. As the foot comes out, the fist comes with. Right? These two are going together. And it is the heel. Okay? This isn't slap with the toe, it's the heel. Here. Here. Right? Fist comes across. This hand comes up, both palms open, down and split. That split, we need to pay attention to that split as well as keeping the extending hand, this pushes out, along the leg. All right? I am a little bit too far forward. I should be on the floor. Up and down. We'll work on it. I'll work on it. All right, so as I come out, I have to keep in order to do that, I have to keep my hip back here. I can't bring my hip forward. I have to stay back here so this leg can go all the way down. Little things, right? We will have another review tomorrow for Xingyi. I'm going to continue to focus on these basic methods. These are the foundations for all of the other practice that we do. Being able, and Xingyi, and the nature of Xingyi, the way that we move, how we get from one to another, the kinds of movements that we do, and really paying attention to what the form tells us we should do. Not what I say. I listen to myself, I listen to my teacher, I read a lot, I practiced for many years. But what does the form tell us? What does the Xingyi form tell us? That how we should move. What should we do? If we're going to apply the principles, prompt, sudden, complete, direct, unyielding, we're going to apply those kinds of principles to what we're doing in the movement, to the character and the nature of the movement. What does that give us? It's there. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow, more Xingyi. Work on these turns a little bit, and I'll probably show a little bit of some of the 12 animals. There's a couple animals that I'm rather fond of, actually. I like the cats. All right, they're tiger, and yeah, tiger is one of my favorites. All right, so tomorrow, Xingyi, Thursday and Friday, Qigong. I hope you'll join me. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Bye.